Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you my list of pregnancy essentials. Just to clarify, at the very beginning, this won't be a video with the most popular TikTok must-haves or some sponsored fancy product, but just my real experience and things I actually use on day-to-day basis during my pregnancies. And I hope you will find this video useful, especially if you're also expecting or preparing for the pregnancy. Let's get started. The first thing on my list is actually the thing I bought the first, and it's moisturizing lotion. In my other pregnancy videos, I already mentioned that dry skin and skin sensitivity was one of my earliest pregnancy symptoms. And I must say, being at the beginning of my third trimester, I still have this problem and I still have to take extra care of my skin, and that's why moisturizer is on the top of my list. It's not that I recommend this specific product, but I definitely recommend you buying a good moisturizer at the very beginning of your pregnancy, because from my personal experience, this is like the must-have and the thing you will use every single day. Even if you hopefully won't have the dry skin problem, moisturizing your skin, especially belly and hips area, is like one of the main things to do to prevent stretch marks. I can't say for sure yet if it works or not, but so far, 28 weeks pregnant, no stretch marks. We'll see how it will go. And talking about the skincare during the pregnancy, one last thing I honestly recommend you to buy is massage brush. Even before the pregnancy, I had similar body brushes and used it maybe once or twice in a week to exfoliate my skin and reduce everything I don't like near the hips area, if you know what I mean. But as for me, it also works great during the pregnancy when your skin needs special treatment like never before. I also discovered for myself that using body brush and massaging your body, especially from legs to hips, really helps you to relax your body. I guess in the middle of second trimester, I started to feeling like tension in the lower part of my body, and also cramps that I almost never experienced before, and massaging my legs with this brush really helped me to reduce this feeling. I'm still doing it like once or twice in a week before taking a shower. It's really important to do it before, when your skin is dry. I'm just starting to massage my legs from the lower part and going up. It makes me feel so much better, and it actually reduces almost all the tension. Obviously, I can't say if it works for everyone, but it was very helpful for me, and maybe it will also work for you. My next tip, and I think it will be the most useful if you're at the beginning of your pregnancy, and I honestly regret I didn't know it before the pregnancy, and it's always having some snacks nearby you. No kidding, my personal must-have, especially for the first trimester of the pregnancy, are snacks. I mentioned in my previous video that I had to deal with morning sickness, nausea, and actually having some small snacks really helped me to go through the time. For me, worked the best like something like that, some small, dry, crispy snacks. It could be cookies or pretzels, like they were really good, or even bread. And I left it like everywhere, in my house, in the car, and the most important place I discovered for myself is near your bed. For me personally, morning sickness was actually the thing I experienced mostly in the morning. When I woke up, I already was feeling not good, and eating the snack like the first 5 minutes after I woke up really helped me to deal with this feeling. Sometimes even in the middle of the night, when I woke up and already felt that I'm not feeling good, I just grabbed 1 or 2 cookies, ate them in the middle of the night. It could be 3 or 5 a.m. and it really helped me to feel better in the morning and through all the following day. It took me some time to discover this treatment for my morning sickness, so if you're at the beginning of your pregnancy, just try it, and maybe having some small snacks all around your house and just having them when you're not feeling good will help you to deal with this symptom. The next thing I would like to talk on this video are maternity cloth. To be honest, even now being 28 weeks pregnant, I'm not a great fan of maternity cloth. But there is something I definitely recommend buying even at the very beginning of your pregnancy. The first thing are leggings. It could be maternity leggings or the regular ones, but that are really stretched at the belly area, and this is like the must-have, especially for the hot seasons. I'm also not a great fan of leggings, especially short ones, but at the beginning of my second trimester, about week 13th, 14th, I started to realize that even though my belly wasn't big and wasn't noticeable yet, I already felt uncomfortable wearing like regular jeans or pants, and I started to look for something more comfortable. And the first thing I discovered for myself were actually short leggings. It was like, oh my god, one of the most comfortable things ever, especially for hot seasons, and I totally changed my mind regarding this like clothes type. So if you're something like me and don't really like this type of clothes, please reconsider. You might find it really comfortable to wear during the pregnancy. And the second maternity item I definitely recommend buying even in your first trimester are maternity pants. Oh my god, this was a game changer for me. I guess I bought my maternity jeans being like 13 weeks pregnant, and one more time, although my belly wasn't that big or noticeable, wearing maternity pants were so much more comfortable than like regular pants, and it was like a big relief for me. So yeah, I'm not really team maternity cloth, and I still don't own like t-shirts or sweatshirts or hoodies or anything else like maternity wise, because I still believe that you can wear like regular clothes that just oversized fit during the pregnancy and it's totally fine, but maternity pants are really something you should consider buying. Really worth it. My next pregnancy essential, and it's something like to-do lists, journals, notebooks, or anything like that. It may sound weird, but Maternity Brain is like a real thing. Even earlier, I always made lists for everything, like shopping lists, to-do lists for a day, and everything like that. But during the pregnancy, I realized that making lists is not like just comfortable or useful. It's like I can't live without that because I just forget about everything. I'm being totally honest with you, and I had to make a list even with such things as call my grandma, go for groceries, do my skincare routine, and everything like that, because I just can't keep it in my head. I also don't know if everyone has something like that, but that's something I personally experienced, and maybe it also will be useful for you just to stay in control. My next maternity essential I found really useful during my pregnancy are maternity books, especially the one I read and I can personally recommend you also buying. I tried a couple of different authors, different books, different types, and the one I found the most useful and like the best suitable for me. This is the book I'm talking about, and actually I got this book from my neighbor who also had a baby half of a year ago, and it is so good. Of course, I had like pregnancy app on my phone. I read a lot of stuff on the internet, but this book was like really helpful for me. Actually, I have this book in Ukrainian because it's my native language, but it's like originally in English, and it's named The Healthy Pregnancy Book. And it's so good. And the thing I like the most about this book is that it has like general information about the pregnancy, how to prepare for the pregnancy and something like that. And the main part of this book is divided into 9 chapters about each month of the pregnancy. That is so comfortable to read. At the beginning of every month, I just read my chapter, and maybe this specific book isn't like super modern or something like that. It's like really relevant. I even don't know how to say it, but almost everything I experienced, both mentally and physically, is described here. And actually it really helped me to understand everything that is going on in my body in this particular moment, in this particular part of my pregnancy. And I think it's so good, it's so useful, especially for the first-time mom to be. And if you're also looking for some maternity books, you may consider buying this one, because personally for me it was really useful. And the last thing I would like to talk to you about in this video, it may not be like actually maternity essential, but I think it's also important to talk about such thing. And now I'm talking about your mental health. I honestly think that taking care of the mental part of your health is like as much important as taking care of your physical body and everything like that. For me personally, pregnancy is challenging a bit. It's not bad, but you have to accustom to a lot of things. Your emotions like are going crazy sometimes, and you need something to calm yourself down. There is no such thing that could be useful for everyone, but just keep it in mind to take care about your comfort, both physical and mental. Maybe buy some candles or some stuff to decorate your house, cozy blankets, books, flowers, anything that makes you feel good and that just can help you to stay sane, if I can say so. That was the really important part for me, and I created my personal like pregnancy routine to make myself feel better, first of all mentally, and I honestly recommend you considering something like that. And I think that's all for today. I guess I mentioned everything I found the most important regarding the pregnancy. If I forgot about something and you think there are some maternity essentials I didn't mention in this video, please comment them below. It will be also very useful both for me and maybe for other mamas to be. And yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you for being with me today. If you like this content, please support my channel with a thumb up and subscribe to stay tuned. Thank you one more time and see you in my next video. Bye!